Hey people, Intro here, 3v3 faction war. This is Hades Wastes and Space Marines versus Chaos Space Marines. Maybe there's some kind of trademark dispute or something. For the blue Space Marine fellas, Pope Vader is here with a Force Commander. A versatile frontline hero, can bring offense, disruption and support for the Emperor. Very shiny green here, alongside a couple of Apothecaries. This is Jono, rocking the Blood Angels elite scheme. These are a Death Company fellas around here. Pisdjez alongside as well. And some Blood Ravens. These are support heroes fighting in melee combat by default. Begin with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. On the red Chaos team, couple of Plague Champions. First up, LaserMaverick rocking the Death Guard elite scheme. And go outside also with the Death Guard elite scheme. These guys start off with damage over time bolt guns. They can get to melee weapons, debilitate enemies and support allies. Can also repair. And rounding off the teams, this fella, I believe this translates as bearded something. So we'll go with that. Rocking a Chaos Sorcerer, an offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. Some Black Legion here, rotating towards the east, 2v1 against poor Pisdjez there, which I'm sure I'm not saying correctly, but what is the plan, Jono? Jono's going for a flank, I think. Oh, he spotted some heretics. Needs to be careful of those guys. Jono's doing the right thing and backing off. He's used his heal already on the Apothecary, I think. Scouts are dropping. And the CSM coming in for some melee shenanigans, are they? No, they're backing off now. Apothecaries gets knocked over. Sorcerer's off the field. And here is Jono's assist. Needs to split these guys. Looks like the scouts are being sacrificed so that the tactical marines can create some space and get some shots in. Need to run now, fellas, I think. Was actually quite well played by Jono. Was mindful of these heretics. Kept his tax out of trouble, and now they can pop their Kraken bolts and get some shots on these CSM. Well played also by Jono to back off and not try to take on two players, and they did okay. Can they get a CSM model off these guys? Double Chaos Space Marines for both of the Plague Champion players. Quite tempting against an Apothecary, because if you get double... Oh no, LaserMaverick just lost some heretics over on the west side. There they are. There's a pile of them. Tactical Marines dropped a model as well, though, and he can replace those heretics quite easily. Still behind, of course, because the tax are 75 each to reinforce. Those heretics, 200. I always think they're 210 still. These guys trying to split and shoot the Force Commander, who's having a grand old time knocking them around, but now he has to run. And they can take this Western contested victory point. Assault squad on the way for Pisdjez, also for Pope Vader, actually. Double tax for Jono. Here you have heretics replaced. Havoc's up for bearded. Backs off there. Do we see Eternal War? Yep, double Eternal War up for go outside. Nothing for the heretics yet. Nothing for the Plague Champion. What about these fellas? No Eternal War for these fellas. So where is the power going? LaserMaverick. You might see some Raptors over here. It's very tempting to get double CSM Raptors because it's cool, but you're kind of open to a walker vehicle with a big nasty melee weapon in your face. Okay, these heretics are getting an aspiring champion, which will help against the assault squad. There's some Nurgle worship. There's the jump. Gets both of the CSM knocked over. Sort of damage they were doing to the Apothecary before that, though. Heretics will help counter-initiate. And what I would do here is just, yeah, move away the more damaged squad, turn the other guys into melee stance and to go in there. But now the assault squad jump out, get doom blasted and run. Oh, we got a Plague Sword. Plague Sword is in, a power weapon that ignores melee resistance and creates zombies on kill. Pretty handy. Looks like this guy, yeah, Vestments of the Warp. A little arrow icon above his decorator there. So he can teleport around, get around a bit. Oh, Apothecary's gone down on the west side. His double tax are here, and I guess the Force Commander can revive. Yeah, should be able to revive. Oh, he's going Power Sword with Armor of Alacrity. How much is the Power Sword? It is quite cheap. It's okay. It's a power weapon. You only get 5% more on the battle cry, though. I mean, it's not a bad weapon, but his tier 2 weapons are so good. His Power Fist and Thunderhammer, they're like engagement-changing weapons. And unless you get quite a lot of models around you, I'm not sure how much that extra 5% is doing. He does get the power weapon, of course. Would be nice maybe if you got like a decent plasma pistol with it, like a 15 DPS plasma pistol. Would that really break the game? Get it in there. I mean, the Plague Sword ignoring melee resistance is amazing. And zombies. That's what makes it more expensive, I guess. But yeah, I think given the cost, the Force Commander's Power Sword is certainly not bad, but as I said, his tier 2 weapons are amazing. That was a good zombie assault squad jump there. I mean, it doesn't stop him getting his tier 2 weapons as well, but it's a bit inefficient to get one and then the other. We'll see how much work that Power Sword can do for him over there. He is against double CSM, so it'll be pretty good. And he can battle cry the assault squad's damage as well. Gonna power bash. Oh, blight grenades in for LaserMaverick. Not something you expect to see against Space Marines. He's shooting those scouts pretty good though. Takes out 2 of them. They got shotguns. Typically you'll see the blight grenades against low health, high model light infantry. Can chuck it at his feet here, and that's what he does. It's not going to bother your assault squad too much though, unless they're idiots and stand there. Yeah, they're not too bothered. They got to make sure they don't get too close to these tactical marines, so that it will spread. But they can tough it out. You gonna bash this power gen? There you go. Might get a full bash here actually. Chaos Fellas swarming the mid. And are we gonna see go outside? Rotate all the way over to the other side of the map with his slow Plague Champion. 337 to 500. Assault squad jump. It's a decent one. Doom Blast did hit them, and they are almost at half hit points actually. Chaos Space Marines are no slouch in melee, although these fellas did not have Eternal War. Sorcerer getting a flank. There's that Plague Sword. Already seen him get a few kills and zombies with it. One went down there. Doesn't seem like they're going to get another. Assault Squad. Oh, the Assault Squad are gone. No way they make it out of this. That was a hell of a flank. Assault Squad down. The attacks are okay. It's a big loss for Pope Vader. I mean, I don't think... Down goes the Force Commander. You wouldn't expect to get flanked that hard on this map so early, especially by a Plague Champion from the other side of it. That was, I think, a little bit unlucky by Pope Vader. He was being aggressive, trying to get some work done. And 2 players come and flank him on Hades' Wastes. Chaos Source with the Doom Bolts. Apothecary is quite low, already rocking armor of Apothecarian in tier 2 with the awesome advanced healing. He also gets the plus 1.5 speed out of combat, which is nuts. Advanced healing and 200 hit points surely is good enough. But he zips around like a crackhead when he's out of combat. And he's got the improved medical equipment too. He has a Noxious Cloud with the Blight Grenade throw. Plague Champion did go down. Don't think he's going to get a model with it, but they are getting a bit low. These guys have a plasma gun now. We'll get buffed by those Kraken bolts as well, innit? It's good. Sorcerer teleports into a pretty rough spot. He's got the Rod of Warp Fire. 334 to 498. What's all this malarkey? Oh, we got a Chaos Dreadnought from Laser. Force Commander goes to fight it with a Power Sword just to stop it firing that autocannon. Speaking of autocannons, we've got one over here for Bearded. No Bloodletters. Where are the Bloodletters? And the question is, do you take Bloodletters over Chosen Plague Marines? Because LaserMaverick is close to being able to get some. Not sure. Chosen Plague Marines are tough. They got the awesome Nurgle's Rock. They come out instantly as well. Bloodletters though with that teleport. Very, very nice. I think I'd take... It depends. If you're not facing against like a bunch of setup teams and stuff, I think you'd take the Chosen Plague Marines most of the time. A bit more going for them maybe. That's a tough call though. Because they can also phase out the Bloodletter fellas. I think Nurgle demands that you take them if you've got the Plague Champion though, innit? Only fella that can get them. The old chosen fellas. What are they being chosen for if you're not going to choose them? CSM grabbing the VP. Shotgun Scouts with a Sergeant. Not sure if they have the elite training yet, because I don't think it shows up in the unit card here if they got shotguns on. Look at him go. Sprinting around. Pisdjez also with the armor of Apothecarian now. That's a Doom Bolts into a Dark Flames into a Warp Fire. That was amazing. by the Sorcerer. Just gets rid of that entire army almost. Double tax out of the fight because of a single Sorcerer. That was amazing. Consuming some heretics, who now might need to leave. Get a Doom Blast and leave, which is what you learn like the first day of Heretic School, I think. When in doubt, Doom Blast and leave. Fake Champion level 2, getting some shots. They almost got those Assault Marines down. The Sorcerer was trying to finish them, but they actually got healed on the way out there. Assault Squad jumping in on the Havocs. These are from Laser, I think, those Havocs. We'll check those soon. Some Mark of Zinc CSM in there. You see, they went Mark of Zinc CSM instead of getting Bloodletters. Get Bloodletters in there. You completely terrify and shut down the tax if you get Bloodletters up. I mean, these guys have plasma guns. They will happily trade with your Mark of Zinc CSM, especially with Apothecary support. And if they got that Kraken bolts up. Chaos Dreadnought backs off. How many Mark of Zinc fellas do we have? 2 of them here for Maverick. And, oh, that was Go Outside's Havocs, by the way. And 1 of them for Go Outside, and 1 of them for Bearded. So 4 Mark of Zinc CSM. They do certainly pack a punch, but you got to stop those tax shooting back at you. I guess maybe that's what the Havocs were for. And more Mark of Zinc CSM now. Double Blood Crushers for Bearded. That's quite fun. You can teleport them around with the Sorcerer attack. The attacks take the western side. Plasma Cannon devs. Las Cannon devs. Why did they get... Oh, the Dreadnought in it. I was going to say they haven't seen the Blood Crusher yet. But now the Dreadnought taking big Las Cannon shots and a Plasma Cannon shot. That is huge damage. This thing just gone now. Stern Guard got pulled in, by the way, by Pope Vader. And they could maybe get Vengeance rounds in. These guys have a missile launcher too. Repairs for the Dreadnought, but I feel like it needs to just leave. Okay, Mark of Zinc's fellas planting their feet. They've got to deliver some damage. Delivering damage indeed is what they do. Those guys wiped. I think the Plague Champion got the last hit, which is why that's a zombie. That was awesome. That's what they can do for you. The Mark of Zinch fellas. Light grenade throw. Basically hard countered, right, by Armor of the Apothecarian. I mean, not if you stand in it, but if you move out of it, I think it would be countered pretty hard. Down goes the Dreadnought. Sacred Standard is in for the Force Commander. And now the Power Sword, extra 5% buffs. I mean, it's stacking up, isn't it? With Sacred Standard and stuff. 334 to 367. 2-to-1 cap for the Space Marines. But it's very close on the VPs. Very close. And these Mark of Zinch guys able to shoot with impunity. For now, here comes the Apothecary though, having a go. Level 2, Jono. Blood Crushers. Got to chase those Vanguard veterans down, I would think. No, they go after the Force Commander. They let the Vanguard veterans go. Really? These are first company Assault Marines that get fancy weapons, Lightning Claw, 2 Power Swords, and a Thunder Hammer. And they can swap that Thunder Hammer for a Power Fist. These guys bravely trying to hold the Vanguard veterans in place for the Zinch fellas to do their thing. And they are doing their thing. Almost wiped those guys out. Is there... Yeah, still 2 Blood Crushers. This guy chasing all the way into base, actually. Good shout by Bearded. And he has... I was going to say Sigil of the Rift would help against the devs. And we have it. Level 3 Sorcerer. What about you? You have Armor of Pestilence. Makes him even slower. But 500 hit points and the awesome Aura of Decay. Used to be 600 hit points. Still a bit peeved that they changed that. Because I don't think it was meant to be changed. And then he just kept it. Which was odd. Level 3 here. Force Commander's level 4. Level 2 and 4 on the Apothecaries. Power bashing Blood Crushers then. These guys are demons with vehicle armor, good mobility, good damage. But they're not the toughest things around, especially since they don't have melee resistance. Would love to see them get a tier 3 upgrade that gives them like more hit points and melee resist maybe. Would be fun to see. Assault Squad jumping in. They do have their Sergeant. Down goes that Blood Crusher. And there's the Melter Bomb. And there's the Missile Launcher. Can they finish it? Sorcerer is here, so we can't exactly warp it to safety. Down it goes. So they have forced quite a lot of anti-vehicle purchases here. Now all of the vehicles are down. it might be best to not get any more vehicles. Try to waste those missile launchers. Focus on your infantry stuffs. Okay, Mark of Zinch time. Advanced healing. Trying to keep the losses to a minimum. I think they lost one Marine there. Oh, hey, we do have some chosen Plague Marines. We'll go outside. Unique to the Plague Champion. Can they get into melee? They're not trying at the moment. There's a Nurgle Shrine. Healing periodically. If you worship it, you can reinforce, and it will suppress enemies that get close. Down goes the Apothecary. Force Commander would have gone down in a flash if he didn't run. Lost the indicator here for go outside. Chosen Plague Marines are exploding. That's some good damage there. Was that Doom Bolts, I think. Have we seen Warp Fire used again? These guys got their grenade launchers. What you can do with these guys is use their grenade barrage and then worship. And then take them out of worship to use the barrage again. And so on and so forth. 334 to 259. Plasma Cannon. Can they get it out of there? Stern Guard still have their Vengeance rounds loaded in. They should be loading in Kraken Bolts for all of this heavy infantry here. Vengeance is for vehicles and super heavy infantry, which these guys don't have at the moment. All the tier 3s coming through. Land Ready Redeemer for Jono, who is down here. Assault Squad jumping in to a world of hurt. Get their Merciless Strike and they run away. They did bait out the Nurgle Rot though. They got a zombie Assault Squad off it. That's something the Chosen Plague Marines can do for you. Passively damage nearby enemies, and if they use the Nurgle's Rot, stuff that dies turns into a zombie. Scouts getting taken out. Not sure what that was all about. Those are Pope Vaders. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Those guys are almost wiped. They can now reinforce off the shrine, of course. I wonder if we'll see the Land Raider just driven up to this shrine and obliterate it. Terminators. Indeed it is. By Pisdjez. With Storm Bolters and Power Fist taking huge amounts of damage here in amongst all these Marco Zinch CSM. Chosen Plague Marines there too, and there is an Orbital. Gonna take the shrine out. We'll see what else it hits. Those guys in the back need to start retreating so they take less damage. Big old booms. The Heretic Aspiring Champion survived. Looks like he's still worshipping a shrine that isn't there. That's weird. 308 to 236. Oh, a Zinchian shrine. Look at those placements. Interesting. Can they separate and shoot these Vanguard veterans into turn and shoot fellas? There you go. Decide to jump the hell away. Chaos Terminators are in now for LaserMaverick with Combi Bolters and Power Fist. Don't have the health of the Space Marine fellas, but you can, of course, worship them. They have less health and they cost way more to reinforce. I'm not sure what the deal is with that, the Chaos Terminators. I mean, yes, you can worship them, but so what? Look at the amount of support the Space Marine Terminators get. Can they kill one? Not quite. Oh, they do. As they were teleporting, lost the model there. And we'll see that they cost 40 power to reinforce. I think Space Marine Terminators are 25, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Bunch of advanced healing going on. Apothecary sprinting around. And more Terminators this time for Jono. 302 to 211 on the VPs. These guys are all leveling up, aren't they? Yeah, level 4. Stern Guard level 3. Reinforcing off the Land Raider. They can now retreat back to it as well. Not to mention the healing aura. Autocannon moving up. What other anti-vehicle do they have? Not a whole lot, actually. These fellas now have an autocannon. The Terminators, that will help against vehicles. Terminators getting Marco Zinched up. Vanguard Veterans jumping in. They're finding good jumps, these guys, aren't they? Pope Vader's Vanguard Veterans. Force Commander's there, almost level 7. Some Doom Bolts. And now they run. Oh, he hasn't set the Land Raider as a retreat point. Look, he's running the other way. There's some more advanced healing. Can they focus fire that Apothecary? They can. No more advanced healing for you. Set these Terminators to melee mode, I would say here. to fight these Vanguard veterans. And they've got a Power Fist now. Which DPS is it? 50? Yeah. 302 to 170 on the VPs. Great Unclean One coming through for Bearded. Pope Vader maybe trying to save for Terminators, but it might be that he wants a Land Raider of his own. These guys with Cyclone Missile Launcher. Awesome weapon. Will mess a vehicle up, but also disrupt and damage infantry quite well. Jono wants a revive. And the Force Commander's on it. Although I think Pisdjez is right there, so maybe this fella will revive. Level 7. This guy. That's a big heal he's got. Is it time for the Chaos fellas to go after the natural VPs? Go outside, suggesting flank from the mid. I would say just park up on these two VPs, try and get the Space Marines to split up, move stuff around, make them make decisions in terms of movement and positioning. Space Marines have this power, by the way. Scouts with their bolt guns, they're not very good at shooting them apparently because they're quite bad. Can't kill a heretic yet. They are level 2, but come on now, fellas. Okay, Plague Champion here with the Mucus Discharge now. Armor of Pestilence and the Plague Sword. Plague Sword falling off in usefulness now, is it? Because you just get shot up too much. Here's a Great Unclean One. A Greater Demon for Chaos. Passively damaging nearby enemies, much like the Chosen Plague Marines do. This guy has nasty abilities and really powerful melee attacks, as you would expect. He's also got over 6,000 hit points of super heavy infantry armor, so he's vulnerable to plasma and power weapons, and of course anti-vehicle weapons will hit him pretty effectively as well. I feel like the CSM are getting caught in melee quite a lot. I mean, I know they're getting jumped, but the Force Commander is also running up and just hitting them. They need to make that a little bit more difficult to do. These heretics are going to die if they're not careful. Looks like they have run. But advanced healing on Terminators is just nasty. Here comes a Great Unclean One, though. Cracks the Apothecary, who's now got a ranged option. So he can maybe stay out of trouble a bit more effectively. And full auto is always amazing. Sorcerer consumes a heretic. There's that Zechian worship, greatly benefiting the Great Unclean One because he's a demon. Land Raider's still up, though. What is Pope Vader doing? Floating resources like crazy. I think he's trying to get the red for Terminators. But it might be worth, yeah, grabbing some tanks, because they don't have a huge amount of anti-vehicle still. They do have another Havoc with an autocannon. The Great Unclean One, of course, will damage vehicles. And there's an Orbital. With the Frag Assault in there, too. Oh, an Abyss goes in. It is mayhem. Great Unclean One soaking up so much damage. Those attacks just wiped. Great Unclean One's okay. Still under that Zechian worship. 242 to 134. Did that engagement even things up a bit, actually? Pisdjez down to 3 units. Pope Vader down to 3 units. They are very good units, though. Great Unclean One needs to be warped to safety. And it didn't happen. Oh, the Sorcerer was right there. That's why. There's another nuke from the other Plague Champion. The Imperial Abyss. Nurgle flavored. You know, some limes. Maybe some grapes he found in a dumpster. Great Unclean One is down. Another Land Raider Redeemer on the way. I might have taken the wind out of the sails of the Chaos fellas. These guys are just getting shot down by Stormbolters. Triple cap for the Space Marines, and look how blue the map is. Some sneaky scouts doing sneaky scout things. They've been on this VP a bunch of times. Might have been it. John will be laughing at something. Oh, Apothecary's down. Why isn't he getting revived? Nobody wants to revive him. Go outside is going to try and revive the Sorcerer. Heretic trying to get their VP back. These guys still have Vengeance rounds loaded in. Gotta change that, bud. Level 5 Sorcerer. Don't think I spotted him using Warp Rift, but he must have used it. Force Commander runs. Been pretty good at judging his retreats, hasn't he, so far with the Force Commander. Level 9. Double cap for the Space Marines, though I think they've done enough here. Even if it goes to 2-1. That was Aura of Decay. And we get the Plague Fist coming in late game. Gives him heavy melee damage with the awesome Pestilent Strike. But there's the game. Double cap at the end, the Space Marines win it. Again, I feel like the... well, look at this. All of the Chaos Space Marines got to level 4. I can't say they did poorly, but... where were the Bloodletters? No Bloodletters. Would have been so scary for the Tactical Marines, and of course, when the Bloodletters teleport in, it makes all these melee heroes turn around and go after them, giving space and time for the Tzeentch fellas to do their thing. I think at least one of these guys, maybe two of the players needed to get Bloodletters up to occupy stuff, you know? Just look at these heroes. Level 9 Force Commander, a level 5 Apothecary. The downside of getting Bloodletters, of course, it does make you quite vulnerable to Dreadnoughts and things. It's not like retail when they had heavy melee weapons. Level 8 Apothecary. Level 4 Plague Champion, level 5 Sorcerer, and a level 4 Plague Champion. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you all for watching. Hope these guys enjoyed the faction war that these fellas who played it in it. It was a good one. And I'll see ya next time.